things to say about his team and their attitude last week.
Dundee United have no divine right to win every game they contest. That's the quote. And there is Jim McLean, the very man in his office, a little eerie for him, looking right down the pitch. And that is where he watches most of the games from. And that's the side that's got to respond to him today after that, for their standard, dreadful loss at Morton last week. Familiar names, of course, and coming in at number 8, Ralph Milne, who made his debut as a substitute for the under-21s on Wednesday night at Easter Road. He's a player I like. He's fast, he's direct, a lot of pace and aggression, and I think that's why he's in this particular match. And there's the Dundee side, which had a horrendous start to the League Cup, but a very heartening win, 4-2 last week, just across the road from here. And in goal, young Bobby Guinness, who played for the under-21s as well, along with Ralph Milne, and a serious injury last season. Looked as if it might put him out of the game, but he's recovered and in splendid form. Eddie Pringle, the referee, who looks as if he's dressed for cricket today, but hardly that in this derby match. And off we go, and Dundee have made the shortest journey of all in the away game, just 150 yards down the street. And a marvellous, boisterous derby atmosphere in this game, and hereafter I refer to the blue shirts as Dundee and the Tangerines as United to avoid confusion. And away go Dundee, and a swirling ball that clears, half a clearance by Ben, and it's a good-looking ball, and there's a corner. Boisterous start to fit the atmosphere. What a marvellous shot that is. That massive crowd behind that goal as the corner's taken, not a very good one. And here is Paul Sturrock. Looked a trifle like obstruction to me, but referee Eddie Pringle does not agree, and Leslie Barr made that clearance. Dave Nerry a bit off balance. A good header there by David Bell. Long probing ball, Capel, eye on it. Oh, it's a good challenge though by Ferguson. There's a great ball, it must be no. Brilliant clearance eventually. Hegarty getting in there. The Dundee supporters ready to acclaim a goal. And that challenger upset the United defender, Capel. The ball swept across. It looked as if Eric Sinclair would get in, but it was a touched away. Brilliant effort. David Dodds right underneath it. Touched forward there beautifully by Capel. Look at that for a ball, and Milne couldn't get free. Good ball by Sturrock. There goes Cammy Fraser. Danny Cameron, player being signed from Preston. Wanted the return pass, neatly taken though. Good defensive work by Milne, but the pass wasn't good. The run is forward again, there is no offside. That's Ferguson, there's a great ball, and it's just beyond Sinclair. There was a deflection as the ball came across. Nice run there by Ferguson, floated across. Look at Sinclair going in like Batman, and the ball disappeared to his left. There was a beautiful turn there by Fleming, and Fraser didn't go forward. Nice run there by John Fleming. John Fleming, who was once with Sheffield Wednesday. There he is again, looked like hands to me. The referee waits play on. McDonald, loose one though. Hegarty wants to go forward. He continues his run as Milne can't shake himself free of Danny Cameron. That's a precise illustration of the way the Dundee defence has looked extremely secure, the timing of the tackle. And McGeechy got it from the back. Glennie, powerful one. High up and under, well taken though by Hegarty. That's a testing ball again. 10 out of 10. Hamish McAlpin. Whoop, the sandwich. Didn't come off for Dundee though. Good ball, better ball, more penetrating. That was from Dodds. This is Bannon. David Dodds does follow up, and there's a great shot. Billy Kirkwood, 1-0. And the first real menacing move there by United. The good ball by David Dodds, seeing the opening. Bannon going down the left, flicking that across. It was all a bit untidy, but the shot, as it broke out, eventually the shot certainly wasn't. Bang, and it went from Kirkwood. Dodds getting his head down to it, and that is offside. Sinclair. Nobody's going to argue with that. Up goes the Dodds head. That was a better ball inside and just beyond Sturrock. Yes, and rather menacingly for Dundee United, now beginning to knit together better up front. Bannon, Dodds in particular. Well, that was accidental, but a bit of suffering. A good ball by Sinclair. It's McGeechy on the left. There's that neat touch inside, and that must be just off the line by Capel. Well, McGeechy picked it up, looked as if he might go to the outside, turned inside, the ball just ahead of him, he had to kind of toe-end it. Away it swept towards the line, and Capel just got in. Looked like a gentle nudge. There is offside, number 8, David Bell. Good ball again by Dodds, and Bobby Guinness allowing the bounce. Eaten away by Nelly. Now has Bill got the pace? He has Billy Kirkwood inside him. Is the shot there? Good save. Guinness getting right out to the 6-yard line for that, making it more difficult. Well taken by Kirkwood though. He had to beat the man first, then get control, then shoot. Guinness right down on it. The jumping by McDonald. Here's Holt. Seemed to be misjudged that slightly. Falls Sturrock. There he was coming in like an express train behind that one, and there is a corner, I think. Yep, corner awarded. Difficult ball for Bobby Guinness to get to. We have 10 minutes of the first half remaining. There's David Dodds trying to go for it. It's away by McDonald again. There's Sturrock. Oh, it's all a bit untied. They're all leaving it to each other. That's a bad ball. Straight to Denny. Out to Holt. There's Sturrock, and Billy Kirkwood let fly again at that. There was power behind it, but it was always going to the left of that post. Well, I suppose there's a lovely view of the Tay Bridge from up there, but even better of Tannadice. What's more, you don't pay to get in. Whoops. Free kick. Ironic cheers from the Dundee supporters. It's meant for McDonald. He got the header in. Philip, that's untidy. Kenny Fraser. Well, there's a great save on the captain. Ian Ferguson right through. Again, stemming from that high ball towards the tall, towering player, Ian McDonald, the header across the goal. And again, that untidy play, sometimes the defence not clearing effectively, breaking down to Ferguson going right in. It was a difficult angle, but McAlpin did extremely well, blocking it right out. Sturrock brought it down cleanly that time. There's Mill. Can he get himself free? He does. But 4 United players going into that penalty area, but the deflection was there. Corner kick. McGeechy back covering. Milne with that. Josh touched there. Sturrock with a chance and he scored. Oh, so simple. 2-0. And as you look at this again, you've got to ask yourself, why did the Dundee defence just simply stand around and look? And that's what they seemed to do, at least at first impressions, because down it was headed, and there was Sturrock. All the time in the world to turn round. I think he might even have been surprised himself and just poked it away. 2-0. Good enough touch there by Sturrock, but Neri, who gets the ball here, and I think played it much too quickly that time. He maybe have picked it up and gone forward. There's Ralph Bell, and that's just pass. Bobby Guetta's getting the touch, and United are really flowing now. That was really driven forward. Good save. Out of harm's way. That was good support there by Ferguson and Bell. Ferguson, Sinclair will try this, and well tucked by McAlpin. Good work again by Ian Ferguson getting that across, floating it away, and that Sinclair header was a looping one. It did look dangerous and then suddenly seemed to be drooping it in a fine save by McAlpin. Billy Kirkwood, Sturrock is after it, and the goalkeeper Bobby Guetta's quickly there. To half time. Sinclair won a touch off, appeals for a penalty, and he has awarded it. Eddie Pringle, the players played on as if they couldn't believe it themselves, but the penalty has been given for that push on Sinclair, and so just on the stroke of half time, Ferguson to take this. 2-1. And that was neatly put away there by Ian Ferguson, former youth cap. And Dundee suddenly, as is so typical in a local derby, 2 behind, only 1 behind, and well back in the game. That's Milne. Bannon gets in. Oh, it's off the post. And I think it touches well. Superbly driven in there by Bannon. And there goes the half-time whistle. A game that started off in a rather formal fashion. You know, one of these typical local derbies when you feel as if it might be a little bit negative. But then busting alive, that beautiful goal by Billy Kirkwood in 20 minutes, really lashing that one in. And then 5 minutes from half-time, it looked as if United were really very strong when Paul Sturrock was given that easiest of chances. But when Eric Sinclair was pushed and the penalty was awarded, Ian Ferguson from the spot, bringing Dundee back into the game. And I would think the first 15 minutes of this game in the second half will be extremely vital. Particularly, I think, for Dundee, because they came back from a position that looked as if they might have died when they let that second goal in. The way it swings, Dodds. Phillip sliding in. Nice neat flick inside there by Ferguson. Bad ball though. That's Kirkwood. David Dodds. There's Dodds swinging that one there. There's Ralph Milne in it. The bar. Great diagonal play. And Dodds could see that Milne was coming in from behind the defender. He judged that well, and Milne's header just inches out. Well, right beyond John Fleming. Well, there's a better ball by Nelly. Bannon. And these balls being mopped up at the moment by Bobby Glennie. Nice touch back there by Dodds. Milne, two players with him. There's support, Billy Kirkwood. Laid off back by Nelly again. And they have so many players behind the ball, of course. Milne, there's the pace again. Is Cullen at the post again? Oh, Vussy did it with the head. And now with the foot, the pressure is still on. That's low and driven, and that'll be a corner kick. It's a corner. Well, Ralph Milne is attracting that wood. No question about that. He delayed his shot. It finally went in and curled towards the post. And we're having the first substitution. Hitamaki is on and John Fleming is off. Beautifully swept round there by McGeechy. What a terrible pass though. What a waste. Bobby Glennie taking no chances, curling it well beyond the post. That's McDonald. Tight ball though. Cameron. Sinclair. Nady mops it up easily. Now Sturrock. It's a good position for Sturrock. Eamon Bannon propels on the outside, and I'm not quite sure what Bannon was attempting there. Certainly wasn't through to anybody. This cute shot. Ian Ferguson. Driving in there, David Bell. Sturrock does well to push that out. Good understanding. Neri tries to swing it away to the right. Milne. Good tackling though, and he gets away with it. And again, unfortunate, but he kept trying. There's David Dodds. And isn't he very good in the air like that? Just too far, wrong side of Ferguson. Well up by McDonald. That's Holt. That's a good ball forward by Billy Kirkwood. Milne really has been stretching this defence in the second half, and Bobby Glennie had to come across. Milne infinitely more effective in this second half. He had the totally bad first half, but there's certainly more of him in this second period. Sturrock. Neri. Neatly picked up by Holt, and now Milne wants a return ball and gets it, and Dodds is there, and it's a quick rat-a-tat, almost like ping-pong, and Cammy Fraser makes the break, and there's a good break. There's no offside. Away goes Peter Mackie. He needs to push it across and can't do it effectively enough, and the very fact that Paul Hegarty kept at him, kept biting at his heels almost, put him off. Back it goes to Ferguson. High up and under again, and this must be a great chance for Mackey. He's done it. 2-all. And the substitute has equalised 13 minutes into the second half. And if Hamish McAlpin is watching this tonight, he might just avert his eyes from that blunder. He's normally so good at that, but down it went, and Mackie could hardly believe his luck as Sturrock did the first half, and just, well, he didn't place it away, did he? He wasn't taking any chances. Now the adrenaline is flowing again. Kirkwood. Holt. Oh, that's a bad ball by Holt. He wanted to go forward for the return. Sinclair's there. He might want the return and gets it. He's got to push it right through the middle, and that will be offside this time. It's cleverly the United defence just moved out. Ralph Milne, he wants a chip ball, is there? 3-2. And the 16 minutes of the second half gone. An exquisite goal. It really is. He just looked up as the ball came to him. There was a barrier in front of him, and there was a chip curving round. And that's 3-2. Good, fast retaliation by Dundee, but not working out for them. Curved away by Geddes, by Bobby Glennie. Bannon. United inspired again, and that will be upon a kick. Dundee supporters not enamoured with that decision, but in it comes. It will be in swinging, and there is Paul Hegarty, rather, who was right up behind that. Sinclair. That's a good-looking ball. Well, that's too hard. David Bell couldn't quite get to it. The United supporters singing, what a goal, what a goal. Hardly blame them. Beautiful little touch by Milne, who's made a major contribution in the second half, hitting Wood twice, scoring once. Not a bad average. Sturrock. Neri. Milne, this is good play by United. Billy Kirkwood must put it away, no! Oh, there wasn't enough angle in that. Oh, they really ripped through the Dundee defence. Look at this build-up. The touching off to each other. The gap is produced, and then the shot, simply too straight. It had to be angled, and it never was. Swung in with the left foot, and Bannon pushing all the way, surely. Well, the referee's given a corner kick. Looked to me as if Eamon Bannon was making sure the player got out of the way. There's a bit of pushing going on, but he gets the corner. Low and not terribly effective. Capel fights his way, and he simply had the player too near the touchline to swerve it round. Sturrock. Oh, well taken up by Bannon. Can he get his shot in? Well, it's a great run by Bannon. Oh, yes! Oh, how about that? 4-2. Look at the way he goes in. He keeps his eye on the ball. He's got to be conscious of the opponents coming towards him. I wondered if he would eventually get a shot in, but he touches it round. And then that finish, you know, there's drive and accuracy in it. A very, very narrow angle. A superb effort. The whistle goes, that's a free kick. Leslie Barr swinging that right across. Well, there's a great ball, Paul Sturrock. Now he likes this decision. Has he done too much this time? No! It was perfection. 5-2. And United have put these 2 goals in just over a minute. And all that was about was a race towards goal. Could Sturrock keep the head? There was just a suggestion that he had overdone it, overstretched himself, but in fact the straight drive pushed right through. Billy Kirkwood, and there is Sturrock going down flat. Free kick. Ralph Milne. Here's Eamon Bannon again, and inches away from being number 6. And this is where class is telling. United, when they play like this, simply demonstrating to everybody that they have this immense wealth of talent that produces class play.
And you probably saw Jim McLean in his office talking through his two-way system there. I think he must have been a delighted man today. And as Donald Mackay, the other manager, said after the game, it wasn't just 5-2, it was 9-1. The difference in years of preparation that's gone into building the 2 teams. United are simply class. They've players who can build individual performances that are valuable in their own right. But when they play well, as they did today, especially in the second half, there's a strong sense of unity about the play. Now, the backbone was, to me, clearly playing in midfield, Dave Neri. I'm not sure he doesn't actually prefer playing at the back, but he dictated a lot of the flow of the play today in a manner that Dundee couldn't match. I mean, he was always there. He was always providing support, always coming in behind his attack. Watch that. breaking up an attack and then picking that ball up from Paul Sturrock and sending him and Bannon away. That's quality play. It looks very simple, but it's extremely effective. He's long-legged, he stretches, and there's always a good link between he playing in midfield and the front runners. This was his strength. Now, you've got to win the ball, and he wins it, doesn't he? Watch this tackle. Clean as a whistle, strong, away it goes. This commanding stature that he had, I think, inspires other players around him. Just gently shoving the ball around. Look at the free running that comes from that position. United on another attack, all stemming from Neri breaking up another move. And just every now and again, breaking forward himself. I think there's a sense of exhilaration about Dave Neri. You notice it at Hampden, at Wembley, even when he played against the English. Then he's driving into that penalty area. With Ralph Milne not as effective in the first half as a manager would have liked him to be, he was told to take on the fullback by running at him, pushing the ball behind him, using his superior acceleration. And the effect, believe me, in the second half was quite striking. Now, I really do think you pay to watch exciting players. I mean, defenders are all right, but you like this kind of play. This is what Milne provided. That's a beautiful ball by David Dodds. Good positioning there by Milne. Slightly unfortunate with that. It was a tight header to take. And he certainly showed aggression, and he gave early hints about how he could use this left foot of his. A lot of curl in that. It had to be curl eluding the defenders coming right across him, and he picked up a lot of balls in the deep, switching the play well. But it was when he was on the ball, showing acceleration and the determination, it was asked of him at half-time. Look, it looked as if he might have lost this, but away he goes again. Starting another move, a neat little chip across, and just not quite there that time. And this move again, cutting in with that left foot of his, cutting round, a good save there by the Dundee goalkeeper. But the goal of the match, to my mind, was to come. Beautifully taken. Look at all the defenders in front of him, chips it round, a lot of swerve. That's a superb goal. Well, really, I think at the end of the season we might be considering that one you've just seen there as a candidate for goal.